Ag Day Weather, brought to you by BASF. Farmers have the biggest job on earth. The population is increasing, yet farmland isn't. So farmers have taken on the challenge of producing high-quality crops. With help from BASF, it's in the farmers' hands.
Welcome back to Ag Day. Mike, it almost looks like insult to injury out here with this storm headed across the northern plains.
Yeah, it's not going to produce nearly the amounts of snow in any spot they got it last time. So that's the good news. But it is going to produce a fair amount of rain and in some places snow across the northern plain states and into the Rockies, as you can see there. We also have the other system on the map, and that's along the mid-Atlantic. That one's going to be weakening and moving out to sea over the next couple of days. Otherwise, high pressure giving a lot of you folks some time to get that harvest in through the middle of the country and most of the Corn Belt. Putting the maps into motion now, you can see that system out west is going to be tracking pretty quickly off to the northeast. Now, along this cold front, you're not going to get a whole lot of rainfall with it. You might get a burst with a shower or thunderstorm, but not a whole lot overall, and it won't last very long. So hopefully that really won't slow down the crop harvest at all across most of the Corn Belt. But the northern plains, no question, is going to. You can see all the rain there. In fact, very little snow with it, just a little bit in the far western fringes into the higher elevations of the Rockies by later today. On into tonight we go, and you can see just some lingering showers in the northern plains as that continues to track northward. Showers and thunderstorms down along the cold front, like I pointed out, and the lingering rain showers in the mid-Atlantic states. By late in the day tomorrow on into the weekend, you can see a band of showers and thunderstorms from the Great Lakes to Arkansas down into eastern Texas. That's the main feature on the map. It is colder than behind this. Not a whole lot, but a fair amount colder. There is the precipitation estimates over the past 24 hours. Some decent amounts, parts of Colorado into eastern Wyoming, western Kansas. Some pretty heavy amounts in parts of the mid-Atlantic. Added on the next 36 hours, we'll still add some more in the mid-Atlantic. But you'll notice the track of the low is where the majority of the precipitation falls, and that's across the western Dakotas. And then, excuse me, along the cold front, we're just going to see, again, that burst of a shower or thunderstorm, and not everybody's going to get a whole lot from that. Taking a look at snowfall estimates over the past 24 hours, you can see the higher elevations of the Rockies will add on the next 36. Nothing like last week's storm, but nonetheless there are going to be some pockets of snow western South Dakota into eastern Wyoming. There are the high temperatures today, still 70s and 80s in much of the Corn Belt, 40s and 50s behind that cold front. Low temperatures tonight going to stay on the mild side from the central plains states southward, but boy, the western plains, northern plains, you folks are going to be turning a lot colder, 30s and 40s for low temperatures. 70s from the Great Lakes to the Gulf Coast with some 80s down that way, a lot chillier behind that cold front. Here's the longer range. There's the jet stream and the trough out west, kind of, again, pulls northeastward. But it's that next trough that comes in Monday and Tuesday into the plains. This will be a big, wet weather maker, followed by a blast of cold air, it looks like, by later next week for most of the Corn Belt. That's a look across the country. Now let's take a look at some local forecasts. For Grand Junction, Colorado, today partly sunny and cool, high temperature of 57 degrees. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, windy with showers and maybe a thunderstorm, high of 71. And finally, Knoxville, Tennessee, sunny, pleasantly warm, high around 79.